After months of planning and research, it's finally time. The anticipation has been mounting for days. It is like the anticipation that millions of kids everywhere get the night before St. Nick arrives. It was finally time to head to Florida to start our trip on the Florida Adventure Trail.
Welcome back to Sua Sponte Overland. My name is Aaron, and here we are, day one, Florida Adventure Trail. If you want to know how our adventures on the Florida Adventure Trail went today and over the next 5 days, then I'll see you right after the intro. Day one, trail brief. Our route today is going to be, we're going to go through Blackwater River Wildlife Management Area through Eglin and then to our campsite at Cotton Landing. For Blackwater River, the roads, they all appear really easily traveled. I don't think there's going to be many issues. At the front end, right at the entrance, we should be able to stop. Should be a wide enough area. We can get out, or we can get pictures because it'll be the first part of that trail for the Florida Adventure Trail. So that's probably where everybody's going to want to stop and get out and do that. Hey guys, we just made it to our campsite. We're at Cotton Landing. This was a very, very great day of trail riding on the Florida Adventure Trail. We went through all of Blackwater River Wildlife Management Area, and we made it through most of what we wanted to in Eglin. We were a little bit surprised about the Eglin line, to be honest with you. We didn't think that we were going to have that much really difficult sections. They weren't too bad, but a lot of sand. We thought we were going to kind of breeze through there on all the fire breaks, that military bases have to offer. But we ended up snaking all the way through there, so it took up a little bit more time than we wanted. So we went ahead and just jumped on hardball for our last section. We wanted to get into camp a little bit earlier. That way we could set up camp, we could get some good food going and get some fellowship. So here we are here in Cotton Landing. I'm going to walk you around the campsite a little bit. And we have so many cool rigs here. This is mine, my Gladiator with my Overland trailer. We have everything all set up. And we have so many different rigs here and different setups. Billy's got his JK, Billy and Christy got the JK. And they have the big condo tent in the back, and they're starting to cook right now. And I think his setup worked out really good for him. The red Jeep, well, for plausible deniability, I'm not supposed to say anything about the red Jeep, but they got their set up in the back here, and it looks like all their setup has been going really, really, really well. And you can see everybody's got so many cool different setups and so many different pieces of gear that they brought out with them on the trail. We're really expecting to enjoy tonight's activities. So, and then finally we got Mike and Amy. They got their rooftop tent going. Looks like a really good setup. Mike, what brand rooftop tent is that?
That is Ironman 4x4.
Ironman 4x4 rooftop tent.
Rhino
Clamshell.
Rhino rack 270 back wing.
Nice, nice.
That we don't need tonight because of weather, but
I got you. We were talking about the same thing earlier. Do we set our awning up or not? And we're like, yeah, maybe tomorrow.
It's perfect. This is what we're after right here.
So here we are, guys. Here we are, day one of the Florida Adventure Trail. It did not disappoint. So tomorrow we look forward to going through day two, and we got a good section planned, and we're going to end up at Oxbow Lake Campground. So until then, see you on the trails.
So we're going to hit the gas station in Vernon first. So people need to get ice if you want to get anything else. But it's only about 3 miles down. So we hit 277, we'll take a right, go down to Vernon at the Circle H. That's what's down there.
That's the same way we came in, right?
Yeah, same way we came in. We'll stop at that gas station, then get right back on 277, going the other way, and we pick up the trail. It's maybe 8 miles, 10 miles up there. We'll get back on the trail. So, you know, looking at probably 8 hours to do the trails. There's a couple of stops not too far after we get on the trail. There's Sunny Hill subdivision. That's the one that Aaron told us about. That was the one they built in the 70s and never finished. It's just kind of an area we might go through and check out. It's kind of on the way. That's not really out of the way to do it. We'll hit that. Other than that, as far as things to see, there's not really any particular items like, you know, spots marked to go see a certain thing. There's a general store. We'll hit a gas station, and a while longer hit a general store, and I think it's Bluntstown, another gas station, and I'd like to be there by 1 o'clock. So we'll kind of evaluate as we go, and if it looks like we're going to be later, we might start skipping some trail time, because I'd like to be into the campground no later than 5.
All right, day two, Florida Adventure Trail. Today we went through Tate's Hell National Forest. It was fantastic. Some of the views were some of the scenery were some of the best that we've seen yet. We got to do some river crossings. Well, crossings, mud puddle crossings actually. But it was a great time. We got here reasonable hour. Here we are at Oxbow Lake Campground. And you can see we got everybody setting up. It's right here on the oxbow in the river. Plenty of room for all of us here. Everybody's got all their stuff set up, or in the process of getting it all set up. Jim did a fantastic job as trail leader today.
Hey,
Thanks,
thank
Jim.
Thank you.
That was fantastic. Great day. He actually got us here about 10 minutes before he wanted to. This is going to be our view for the evening. So again, tonight we're staying at Oxbow Campground, and we're going to enjoy a good night eating some food, having some good fellowship, and we'll hit the trail again tomorrow. What we're looking at for tomorrow is heading into Carabel, and seeing a few things, and then heading down to Big Bend Wildlife Management Area for a nice scenic ride through Big Bend. So we look forward to tomorrow's adventure, and we will see you guys on the trail.
Yep.
All right, day 3 trailbreak. We'll head out of here. First thing we're going to do is go get gas. I think everybody needs fuel at this point. And then there's a lighthouse right there in Carabel. Go check that out. Then we'll head out on a route. Looks like we get really, really close to the coastline. So if there is a good pull off there, I was thinking pull off there. But the dogs will probably be 30 minutes in at that point, 40 minutes in. Let the dogs run. After that, we will head north, check out that Ford. Bunch of Ford trucks parked in the woods is what it sounds like from the description. So it could be cool or maybe not. We'll see. And then we will actually turn around, head back south, and we're going to take that southern loop, and we'll hit lunch at the Riverside Cafe, I think it is. Then we'll head back on route. We will hit that really cool spot where water on both sides. That everybody's seen the videos probably. If anybody wants to stop along there, we find a good pull off, we will definitely stop there for photos or whatever. And once we get out of there, it looks like possibility of a gate blocking for logging. Said sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. There's a bypass for that about 25 miles. And then camp's not too far after that.
days, we have seen some pretty amazing scenery on the Florida Adventure Trail. But this could possibly be the most scenic thing that we have ever seen in our life. The scenery in the Big Bend Wildlife Management Area has been just absolutely breathtaking.
Had a great time so far. I don't know if our transition from you guys to us will be as smooth as you all made it, but we'll do our best. Looks like we got about 160 or 70 miles to go today. We did not fuel up last night, so I think us two will have to stop right down here just a couple miles down the road, get some fuel, ice, whatever else we need.
Nice.
Yeah, ice. And then it's a pretty, I mean, we're going through a lot of trails today, but it's pretty straightforward. There's not a lot of scenic stops that are convenient to the road, so we'll probably just be going through. If anybody sees something they want to look at that I missed or whatever, just yell at us on the radio. We're going through an area called Big Bend 2 today, and we're also going down the west coastline, and then there's a couple of gas station stops after we get through that west coastline section. Then we're going through Devil's Hammock and Gove. And then in between the Hammock Connector and Devil's Hammock, there's on the map it shows a Herschel's Country Store. So I don't know what that looks like, but we might stop there and see what they've got. So, but other than that, we'll try to make all the right turns and get us to Lebanon Station. It's a hip camp, and we're on site 40 and 41. So.
Okay.
Well, everybody, we just got back. Total week long on the Florida Adventure Trail. As you can see, we brought some of the Florida Adventure Trail back with us. It actually had rain too, and it actually got a little bit cleaner than what it was. We had a great time on the Florida Adventure Trail. Definitely an experience of a lifetime. Now, I do want to thank everybody that went with us, Billy and Christy, especially Christy for getting our Sua Sponte Overland t-shirts for the adventure. I appreciate that. Thank you, Christy, very much. Jim and Deanne, appreciate you all going. Mike and Amy, it was awesome as always. We had a great group of guys, great group of gals, and it was the most spectacular time on the Florida Adventure Trail. I also want to thank John Berkmeyer, who is the creator of the FAT. Not only is he the creator, but he also had helped me along the way to kind of plan out our itinerary and stops and stuff like that. So I really appreciate that. Asia from Baptism Overland and Brad from Overland Ruse. I really appreciate everything that they had done, filming and doing videos along the way on the FAT. Without them, I probably wouldn't have been inspired to put this whole trip together and kind of get it done. So I really appreciate everybody, and till the next time, we'll see you on the trails.